Hiya!
Hello!
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash, a bit weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of November, 2015, and this is episode 167. Yep. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Mayor, we have somebody who introduced themselves in the Ravelry group this week, so why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay. Niam, who is Nitty Nibby from London.
Welcome.
I hope I said that right.
Yeah, I wasn't sure either, but welcome anyway. So Mayor, if somebody's not a member of the Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
Join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread, because we will give you a shout out on our next episode, and you can participate in our cowls and giveaways.
That's right. We have a lot on the needles, a lot finished this week. We have a review and a giveaway of the book we're reviewing, and lots more. So, with that, we probably should get started. Here we go.
And now I'm going to talk about what's on our needles.
Yes. So we have two projects that we're both working on. Mm-hmm. So why don't you tell them about the first one?
The first one is the Doctor Who Baby Blanket Cake 2.
That's right.
And it incorporates some of the Doctor Who dishcloth patterns by Holy Narf, who is Lindsay.
Yes.
And it's on US 6's 4mm. And
it's the Air Valley DK. Well, Short Shire Spinners Air Valley DK.
Yes, it is.
In the white, gray, and blue colorways for right now. So we had finished 3 rows of squares, and I picked it up last night and just barely started on the 4th row. So let me tell you what they are, because you can't see anything because all it's got is just garter and stockinette. So these are, just a second, I'm checking the pattern, which of course it's on the previous page and they're sticking together. So they are going to be Don't Blink, Adipose, and Bow Ties Are Cool. So I hope to have those 3 squares done by this time next week. And then that'll just leave 3 more squares and then the scarf around the edge. Yep. So there's that one. And then there's another one we're working on together.
The Fly Away with the Doctor Blanket. The pattern is Fly Away by Tin Can Knits. It's on US 7's 4.5mm, and the yarn used was West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley Erin in the light brown and rust colorways, and West Yorkshire Spinners Air Valley DK in the cardamom colorway.
That's right. So Damaris had almost finished this square. I just did like the last, I don't know, it was maybe 5 or 6 rows. So there's that one. And then this is the first square with the cardamom. So with that, we have finished, we finished 11 squares out of 16. So 5 more squares, and I was just telling Damaris, I think what will be easiest will be just to crochet the squares together. So for example, I don't know which way they'll end up going, but right sides together and just crochet the 2 sides together. And then it's got 2 rounds of edging where you actually pick up the stitches instead of like how we're going to do it on the other one where you connect it just so it's not knitting around the outside of the blanket for the scarf. You do X number of stitches, and on the last one you connect it with the side of the blanket. Does that make sense? So I just dropped my project bag and my project. There we go. Thank you, Damaris. So those are on the needles. I would like to have them done by Christmas. We'll see how that goes. So Mare, what do you have on the needles?
I didn't get any done on my socks this week. So all I have is something I can't show you. This is the Secret Doctor Who cowl. It's on US 4 3.5mm, and the yarn, which I wound into a ball last night because I'm very close.
Because you're getting close to the end.
The yarn is Shamu Makes Silver Twinkle Sprite Sparkle Sock Yarn.
So you were at 44 grams last week. And what were you at? Did you weigh it last night?
No.
What were you at the last time you weighed it?
30 something.
So I would venture to guess you're probably either in the low 30s or upper 20s. So you're making very good progress on that. I hope that you'll have it done by next week. That would make us all happy. All right, anything else on the needles?
Nope.
All right, well, I have my zigzag blanket on the needles. I picked that back up. And I finished the stripe that I was working on, and then I started a new stripe yesterday. So, let's see here. Oops. Hold on. Needles are flying away. Save the needles, save the needles. Okay, so last time I showed it to y'all, I was right here. So I finished the Mint Rain Trick or Treat stripe. And then yesterday I cast on Ginger Twist Studios, the Cantilever colorway. That is the yarn from the Indie Bray Yarn Crawl 2015 socks. So I just cast that on last night. But I am once again knitting on my zigzag blanket. And the other thing is in my project bag from the Geeky Puff and Knitpalooza that Sam made. So it's got all the geeky stuff on the outside and on the inside. It's that. And I attached my Retreat keychain and my Geek keychain for the zipper pull. So I know some of y'all have been so worried about this. Because I hadn't finished. This sock was a lonely sock all by itself. But guess what? It's not lonely anymore. So I cast on the. This is for. I should tell you what this is. These are my Sparkalicious socks. It's from my Free Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. It's on US 1.5 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn, the toe on this one is 5 Moons Artemis 4-ply in the Rainbow Nebula colorway. And this one is Sparkle Duck Galaxy in the Out of Darkness colorway. So they're going to be exactly opposite. So, yeah. And here's my adorable River Song stitch marker that my good friend Julia brought me at the retreat. Isn't she adorable? So, yeah. So I am working on those socks. So that I can cast on some new socks, because for some reason I have an abundance of sock yarn. I don't know how it appeared. It just like came out of nowhere. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sock yarn just magically appears.
Wow.
I know. It's really awesome. Because one day you're just like, oh, look at that. Some new sock yarn appeared. That's how it happens. I swear. Sock yarn doesn't count as stash, right? It's the truth. Let's move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
4. Look, the sunlight likes that. 4 finished projects. Sorry about the sun. It is currently almost 2 p.m. here in Edinburgh, and the sun will be gone at 4 p.m. So the sun is already setting, which is what affects the lighting. So, yes, I finished 4 projects this week. 3 of them are preemie hats, because I needed to catch up, because I didn't do preemie hats while I was working on my Nanny Swimless sweater. So this is from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. It's on US 6's 4 mil needles. The first one, number 44, is done with Cascade 220 in the Grist colorway and Hayfield Bonus Chunky in the Sunflower colorway. Number 45 is done with, gosh, that doesn't show the colors very good. There it kind of does. Because it's got purple and brown and green right there, and it just looks kind of like a dark mess. That's a little better. This is Adria Phil Knit Call in the Cool Colors colorway. And number 46, this could be like for Denver Broncos or something. There's probably some college team that's it too. This is Marta's Yarns Metro in the Orange Burst colorway, and then I don't know what the blue is. And it was 4-ply weight. So I held it doubled to make that. So 3 more hats. And then my other project, I mean, I guess you don't know that I might have finished something else. What could it possibly be? My sweater. My Fairchild sweater for Nanny Swimo 2015, which is National Knit a Sweater in a Month, where you knit a sweater of 50,000 stitches or more in 1 month.
And boy, was it more.
It was. So this is the Fairchild pattern by Bristol Ivy. It was on the cover of Pom Pom Quarterly in last winter. Winter? I think so. I think it was last winter. That sounds right. I've used US 6's 4mm needles and US 7's 4.5mm needles, and I knitted in Exclamation Luxury DK in the ruby red colorway. I'm trying to remember how many days it took me. And so I'm going to look in my phone because I took photos every day of my progress. 15 days is what it took me. 15 days. And it was 83,915 stitches. Almost 2 whole Nanny Swimo sweaters. And it took 1,628.5 meters of yarn to knit. Since you're not going to be able to see it if I stand up here, Damaris and I went outside in between rain bursts and took a few pictures. So we're going to put these on there. I love the little faux pockets at the front. Yeah, it was not a terribly difficult sweater because the majority of it is stockinette. The pleats is what made it difficult. The ones on the sleeves weren't too bad, so there's the little pleats on the sleeves. You can kind of see it right there. And the ones on the back weren't as awful, but the ones on the front to do the whole pockety thingy was like, it was like 90 some odd stitches that you were trying to take down to 30 stitches, and you had to do it twice. That made it really difficult. So other than that, I would say it would be a good beginner plus pattern. But yeah, those pleats, you would need someone to help with the pleats. So, but I love my sweater. This is the first day I've worn it because it was blocking and drying. But it's very, very comfy, cozy. And I might just wear it every day. I love the little 3/4 length sleeves with the pleats. So, I finished my sweater. That yarn that was like all right here above my head is all gone. I have like, I don't know, maybe a third of one of the skeins left. It took 13 plus some of the yarn of the Exclamation Luxury DK in the ruby red colorway. So, yeah. So there's my sweater. So now, some people were like, oh, you should do a whole nother sweater in November, but that's not going to happen. But my plan is to cast on my Something About CC yarn right there into a flare sweater by Vera Valimaki to cast that on in December. I don't know if I'll finish it in December, but I'm going to cast it on. So that's everything that I've finished. So we should move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show, Yummies. What are Yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. And we have some yummy yummies this week. So, Kelly Connor of Kelly Connor's Designs. This is one of her designs. I bloody love you. I think I'm going to have to put that up on the wall because, yeah. She was so awesome. She donated project bags or tote bags or project bags or backpacks for everyone at the retreat. That was amazing. Amazing. She premiered a new design, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, I must have it. I must have it. On Wednesdays, we knit pink. I said, I should mark this out and say, every day we knit pink. So I couldn't decide if I wanted the throw pillow or a tote bag. And I finally settled on the throw pillow. And then got the order in. And she had sent me a tote bag. And she didn't even know that I was like, oh, I don't know whether to get the tote bag or the pillow. So that was so sweet and generous of her. So thank you so much to Kelly. Yeah, this is going on my couch, on my sofa. I love looking at it and seeing it every day because pink. pink. So that was from Kelly Connor Designs that I linked her shop on Etsy in the show notes. Next up, do you have the business card? There it is. Lola of Third Vault Yarns, sci-fi and fantasy inspired hand-dyed yarns. She's on Etsy, thirdvaultyarns.etsy.com. She sent us 3 skeins of yarn, with 2 of them being for you and I, and the third to be a prize for the winter cow. So why don't you hold them up, and then we'll talk about them each individually because they're so amazing. Whew, gorgeous. Okay, so let's start with this one because she sent 3 different bases so that we could show you each. This is her lace weight. I don't know what the name of the lace weight base is, but anyway, it's 80% extra fine merino and 20% silk, 2-ply lace weight, 100 grams, 800 meters, and this is in the Donna colorway. And you've decided you're going to keep this one, right?
I think so.
Okay. Next up, on her 4-ply base, this is her Ship's Mechanic sock, which is 75% wool, 25% nylon, 4-ply, 100 grams, 344 meters, and this is the Faster Than Light colorway. And then third, this is on a DK base. Let's see if it has a name. Yes, Echo DK. It's 100% superwash merino, DK weight, 100 grams, 210 meters in the Autumn Burst colorway. So now, I am like going back and forth between which one of these do I want to keep. I love autumn stuff, but I don't knit in DK very often. And gosh, wouldn't this be fun for socks in January for winter? But it's a prize for the winter cow, so I'm like, is it okay to give the Autumn Burst as a prize in the winter cow? Because I really want to keep this. Will y'all be upset with me if I keep this one? Will they be upset with me?
I don't know.
Please don't be upset with me. I think I'm going to keep this one, and we'll use this one as a prize in the winter cow. Will that be okay? So thank you so much to Lola. I love her name because my niece is named Lola. For these gorgeous, gorgeous yarns. They're so soft, all of them. What do you think you're going to knit with your lace weight?
I don't know.
You might have to find a really pretty shawl pattern or something. Because that would be amazing. Maybe add some beads to it. You could do the jeweled cow.
Yeah.
That has those beads. It'd be really pretty. So thank you so much to Lola and from Third Vault Yarns. And we will be having this as a prize in the winter cow, which will be starting in December. I got a pattern this week. My sweet friend Sam, who is Stealth Dragon on Ravelry, gifted me the Versus pattern by Hilary Smith Callis. I'm putting some pictures of it on the screen right now. You can do it either as 2-color or 3-color. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I love the construction and everything of it. So, I'm actually considering knitting it in this yarn right here, which you can't see very well, but it's gray and pink and kind of a yellowy green and a turquoisey blue. And this is from Knitting in France. And then I bought this, which is from Ginger Twist Studio. This is the Gorblimey colorway to go with it. So I think I might do it in the 2-color one in this. What do you think? Would that be awesome? I think it would be. Yes. I'm talking a lot, Mare.
Yeah, talk some more.
I am going to talk some more because guess what? Donna is available today. Donna, yeah. You could hold that doubled and knit Donna socks. This is my Donna sock pattern, Oi, Watch It Spaceman, that I did with Julia of Pandia's Jewels. This was the first pattern in the Doctor Who Companion Sock Club 3rd edition, and it came out as exclusivity today. So it's got this cable, this time travel-y cable up the front, and then it's got forget-me-nots because, you know, Dr. Donna, and she can't remember because then she'll like, oh. So forget-me-nots as the rest of the pattern. It's a toe-up pattern. It came available today, and through Saturday the 21st of November, you can save 25% on it using the code Spaceman, capital S, the rest of it's lowercase, Spaceman. Or if you want to get the Doctor Who Companion Slot Club 3rd edition ebook that this pattern is in, as well as It's Them Aliens, which is the wolf pattern, and the Sarah Jane pattern. What is it called? Is it We Need You, Mr. Smith?
Maybe.
I think that's what it's called. We Need You, Mr. Smith, which is the Sarah Jane pattern, is in that collection as well. If you want that ebook that has those 3 patterns in it, you can save 30% on it through Saturday the 21st with the coupon code Dr. Donna. So both of the D's are capitalized, Dr. Donna. So, I know some of y'all have been waiting for this one to become available. So, there it is. And you can get it. You have anything you want to talk about?
No.
She's got Night Vale in listening to. Trying to think. Well, we bought Star Wars tickets.
Yeah.
To go see Star Wars in December.
Mm-hmm.
The nice thing about homeschooling is we can go in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Which is what we're going to do. Yeah. Well, I think then we'll move on to hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge, and we have a list of prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day and post the picture wherever you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
That's right. So this month has been the kind of overarching theme of thankfulness. Mm-hmm. So, plus some other stuff thrown in. So we are about to show you
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were the photos. It's never too late to participate. Just look at the prompt list. Take a photo based on today's prompt. What is today? In your bag is today.
Okay.
Okay. Not if you're watching this tomorrow when it comes out, it's no longer in your bag. It's something else. But right now, it's in your bag. So take a picture, post it on Instagram with hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. GGK Crafty Pad. And we might choose your photo. Damaris thought of a yummy.
Yeah. Hamilton. There's no surprise there. They do have a lottery show. They do a lottery for tickets, and sometimes they do show little shows in them. And last week, they did one with all 8 of the Hamilton kids, and the kids from Fun Home the musical were playing all 8 of the kids, and it was adorable.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. She meant to show me, and then we forgot. So, I'll put a link to it in the show notes.
And Philippa Sue is beatboxing for all of them. And it's so cute.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. We need to say, because we haven't done it when we've talked about Hamilton, that there are some explicit lyrics in Hamilton. So, if you're wanting, not in every song, but if you're wanting to listen to it with children around, you might want to preview it first and make a playlist without the songs that have that in it or something. So, we're a family-friendly show, so just needed to make sure we mentioned that because we forgot to do that before. All right, upcoming events, Mare.
You talk about this, don't you?
No, you talk about it, and then I talk some more.
Edinburgh Yarn Festival.
Yes.
On the 18th and 19th of March, 2016. I don't know what days those are.
It's a Friday and a Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
Although they are doing classes on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you're wanting to take a class, and sign-ups for that are already open. I think some of the classes have sold out even already. So, but Sam of Knit Run Dig Project Bags and I will be eventing again this year. and I'll be releasing my coffee-inspired book. So, yeah, I am in the depths of all of this stuff to do that, since this will be my very first actual physical book and all that. I've had to make some decisions this week about what size book and what I'm going to make the layout look like and all that stuff. So, I'm working on it. So, all right. Well, I think that is it for Yummies. So we probably should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about what we're reading and watching.
And
Listening to.
she keeps forgetting that she's listening to stuff.
Yeah.
Even though we just talked about it like 5 minutes ago. I mean, come on. So let's start with books. What are you reading?
Welcome to Night Vale by Joseph Fink and Jeffrey Cranor. And I'm listening to it too. Yeah, I didn't get very far this week either. I need to finish it. Because I have new books to read. Yes. And I have for a while, and you read them all.
I'm still reading one
She
of them.
read my books.
We do share a Kindle account.
She read my books.
Yeah. So you reading anything else?
No.
Anything for school?
No.
No. Okay. Well, I finished reading Cat Killed a Rat. It was the first book in the Ponderosa Pines Cozy Mystery Series. It's written by Regina Welling, who wrote that series of books. I can't remember when I read them. Maybe in the summer, that I really, really liked. And Erin Lynn is writing with her. It was good. There's supposed to be more come out in the series, and hopefully they're writing, since they're writing together, will kind of mesh more, because, I mean, they did good, but it's different to write with when you're writing with someone else. So, and then I read the first book in the Bloodborne series, which is called Recombinant. It's by Shannon Mayer and Denise Grover Swank, which y'all know I really enjoyed Denise Grover Swank's stuff. And I don't think I'd ever read anything by Shannon Mayer before. But it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I may have to check out some of Shannon Mayer's stuff. And then I read
My books.
Damaris's books. The Secret Diary of Lizzie Bennet, a novel by Bernie Sue and Kate Rorick. And so this one goes along with the videos. So as you're reading, since it's a Kindle book, there's a link where you can stop and click the link and it'll open the video, so that you watch the videos in order. And then I read The Epic Adventures of Lydia Bennet, a novel by Kate Rorick and Rachel Kiley. And so this happens after Lizzie Bennet diaries are over with. So, so if you haven't watched Lizzie Bennet before, you don't want to jump in with Lydia's book. You need to read the first one or watch the videos first. So those were both very, very well written. So I enjoyed those. And then I'm currently reading A Stitch in Time, which is Star Trek Deep Space Nine, book 27, by Andrew J. Robinson. And I'm still reading it. But it doesn't come at the very end of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to wait until we finished Deep Space Nine.
Okay, I was going to say, because some of it that I read last night told me where it happens. And so, but I didn't realize that Andrew J. Robinson is
Andy Robinson, who plays Garrick.
And the book is about Garrick. And it's actually written kind of in a journal type.
I thought it was written in a letter.
Well, I mean, it is. It's like a journal type style, but he's writing to Dr. Bashir. And he's telling a lot of his history, which is really, really interesting. So
yeah, Andy really loves Garrick.
So I am reading that right now. I think I'm about halfway through it. So, TV.
Yes.
TV.
Yes.
Why don't you start?
We are rewatching season 3 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine and season 1 of Star Trek Voyager.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There was the wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
But it was tiny, tiny bitty.
Tiny wormhole. Like, how long is 30 centimeters? Like, maybe that big?
Probably a little bigger than that, but yeah, not
Maybe
not
that
very big. But it was
I
so.
was expecting someone to like suggest that they shrink themselves. That they shrink.
Oh, shrink
ship.
ray.
Like,
it was so sad that it was a time difference thing. Like it was in the past. It was so sad.
time zones.
Disturbances in the time-space continuum. Anything else you want to say about Star Trek?
No.
We're watching The Blacklist season 2. Oh my gosh. We need to watch some more today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. We're getting near the end of season 2 and oh my gosh.
I keep wondering how this guy could have been the original Daniel Jackson.
Because he's playing such a different character. So, I think we're going to have to go ahead and dive into season 3, even though season 3 is not over yet. Because, yeah. I don't know what day of the week it comes on.
Mondays, maybe.
Gosh, everything comes on Monday and Tuesdays. Because, like, on Wednesdays, like, there's only one show that we have that comes on Wednesdays, so we watch it on Thursdays. Maybe we could just save it and watch it on Thursdays. The husband and I finished watching True Calling.
How do you feel?
They left so many things open because they found out they were getting canceled while they were filming the final episode. I don't think the final episode even aired in the U.S. Yeah, so many questions. So many questions. So, since we finished watching that, we started watching Shetland, which is a BBC criminal drama. There's lots of sheep. We've only watched the first episode. So, it was originally meant to be just a 2-part miniseries, but then it got picked up and they did a second series, and then the third series is in the works. So, we watched the first episode. We haven't had a chance to watch the second episode yet of series 1, but yeah, there's lots of sheep. Lots and lots of sheep. I'm watching season 8 of Supernatural. This is the podcast in which exclamation points, OMG. I have a thing for exclamation points. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, you know I have a thing with exclamation points. But you should see the notes I made in the show notes for us to talk about stuff. Exclamation points. Amanda Tapping is in season 8 of Supernatural, and she's... something's up with her. She's evil. She's an angel, but she's being very evil. She wanted Castiel to kill Dean. Amanda Tapping, how could you? You're supposed to be married to Jack. Colonel Jack O'Neill. Be Sam.
Okay. What about the next show?
You can talk about it. No, I should because I did all the exclamation points.
Yes.
Castle season 8. This is last week's episode. We haven't watched the one that was on Monday night because you had drama last night. Adam Baldwin was back. Oh my gosh. He plays such a crazy character. And they did a musical number, he and Castle. Oh my gosh, it was from West Side Story, and
I had to Google it because I didn't
oh my
know.
gosh, because they were trying to get away from the bad guys, and oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was like laughing so hard. It was really funny, wasn't it?
Yes.
You can talk about the next one.
We're watching season 1 of Supergirl as it airs.
Dean Cain was in it again last night. What do you have to say about it?
I like it.
Yeah. Livewire.
Mm.
Yeah, when it happened when the lightning hit Kara and
You and Dad are just like,
we're like, already? It's only season 1. Why are we doing the transfer of powers already?
But she didn't lose her powers.
No, she didn't lose her powers, but
Don't worry, that will happen sometime.
Oh, at some point,
it
of
happens
course.
in every single
Superhero.
Yeah.
Thing.
Every Kryptonian superhero thing. That's what I was trying to say.
Yes. So.
Always.
And then we're watching season 13 of NCIS. OMG!
I didn't understand what was going on.
OMG!
I didn't know why she was doing this.
She came on the screen and I was like...
Because it was a character from season 4 and I don't remember that much about season 4. But...
Oh my gosh! It was... How do you say her name?
Jean Benoit?
Yeah.
No. Jean... I don't know.
Jean.
It's French.
It's French. You should know this. You're taking French. She was... Tony was undercover because her father was in a...
Evil.
Or is in a... I can't remember if he died or not. Possibly. He's a very bad guy. He was part of... I think he was part of the mafia or something with weapons... Smuggling weapons or something like that. Anyway, she's a doctor. She was not involved in that. But he was undercover trying to get information through her about her father. And they fell in love. And, oh, Tony and, oh my gosh. And, oh my gosh. And Gibbs collapsed in the office. I was like, no,
yes,
no, we're not, no, Gibbs cannot die,
You
no.
might have heard her screaming.
I was like, no, we're not doing this, no.
No. Stick to the status quo.
That's right. Keep Gibbs alive.
You know what that is from?
Yes.
What? What's it from? You said yes.
I just lost it.
High School Musical.
Yes, it is. Of course it is. It was there and then all of a sudden it was gone. Sorry, I have a migraine. But yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. And then we're watching season 2 of NCIS New Orleans. You want to talk about the next one?
We're watching season 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as it airs.
You want to talk about that part? She did the silent OMG.
Yeah.
Because Fitz saw and heard Gemma's recordings from while she was on the planet.
Yeah.
So while I go, oh my gosh, oh no, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, she does the...
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
She's silently screaming, OMG.
Everyone's having a difficult time.
Yes.
I think we all just need to sit down and love each other.
We're watching season 11 of Criminal Minds. JJ's back.
Yay.
Although I didn't feel like she was gone because she was in first season of True Calling. And so I was still seeing the actress. Anyway. Season 11 of Bones as it airs. Haven. We're watching the final episodes of season 5, which is the final season. And, of course, let's time travel again. And why not throw in sending a message from the past storyline as well? Because, you know, it's the end of your series. Might as well just throw in all the things.
You can do whatever you want.
You can just throw in all the stuff. So, yeah. You're next.
We're watching season 4 of Elementary as it airs.
Oh, Walter Bishop.
John Noble. Denethor.
Walter Bishop. What else? They tried to work for the FBI.
Yeah.
It didn't go very well.
They tried.
But they're going to be back working for the police department because Walter Bishop fixed things. Whatever. I don't know what his real name is in the show.
Moreland
Holmes. I was like, no, not Sherlock Holmes. The Hubs and I are watching season 9 of Big Bang Theory. Season 5 of Once Upon a Time. Oh my gosh.
What happened this week?
It was a 2-parter.
What happened?
Well, Evil Swan accelerated, what's her name's pregnancy? She's from Wizard of Oz. One of the witches.
I didn't know.
Yeah, she was pregnant with Robin Hood's baby because she took on the persona of Marion, and he thought he was with Marion. This is like bunches of episodes ago. Anyway, she accelerated the pregnancy so that, and the baby was born, a girl, so that Evil Swan could make all of the darkness go into her. But she escaped. And we found out that...
Wait, the baby escaped?
No, the witch, the evil witch.
Oh.
Escaped. And we found out that Evil Swan put darkness in Hook to save his life because he had gotten cut by Excalibur. And you can't heal that wound, but the darkness healed him. So now Evil Swan and
the darkness heal me.
And Evil Hook are now both evil. That was only the first episode.
Oh, wow.
The second episode was about what's her name from the Scottish one?
Merida.
Yeah, Merida, and the bears, and these whatever her name is, evil sorceress, but she was not totally evil. She was just trying to make her strong, and her brothers and the people, and then of course Mulan came along and helped Merida.
Mulan is back?
Yeah, she was back. She helped Merida.
She hasn't been in it for quite a few seasons.
And no, she's been in it recently.
She
I just don't think I've told you.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't tell me about
I'm
Mulan.
sorry. And also, what's her name? She works Ruby. She's a wolf.
Yes.
Yes. Well, she had gotten turned into a wolf permanently, but Mulan and Merida helped saved her, and now she can do back and forth again. And so Mulan and Ruby are going off somewhere together. And that's about all I remember from this show that is ridiculous. We spend more time talking about this show than shows that we really like. I know. And yeah. Anyway. Season 2 of The Librarians.
Mm-hmm.
The title of the one this week was really funny.
The cost of education.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's too high. And the one girl's hair was really cute, Lucy.
Oh, yeah.
And she had cute glasses too.
Yeah, she did. She accidentally made a particle accelerator.
With magic.
With magic.
I hope she comes back.
That would be fun.
Yes.
Hubs and I are watching Series 9 of Murdoch Mysteries. We just watched that last night.
What happened in Canada?
I'm trying to remember. Somebody died.
Of course.
Oh, there was this lady who came in and was a very outspoken proponent of prohibition. And, yeah. No, so a guy...
Proponent or opponent?
Proponent. Did I say opponent?
I don't remember.
She wants prohibition.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant to say. But the guy who died, he was poisoned with wood alcohol, and if he had actually drank real alcohol after that, it would have neutralized the wood alcohol that killed him.
What is wood alcohol?
I don't know. Something. Yeah, but so there was this whole thing, and like a fight was staged and all this, and they had to figure out who did it. It was the barkeep. He killed him. Doctor Who. Series 9, Episode 9.
I'm interested in hearing this one.
Sleep No More. The best part of the episode... Can you play Clara?
Sure.
He says, "Hold my hand."
I'm okay.
I'm not. And then they held hands. Okay, let me tell you about this. Mark Gatiss wrote this episode. And I really, really wanted to like it. But I watched it twice, and I'm still confused. And where were my credits? There was no theme song. But the doctor wanted to hold Clara's hand. Yeah, I did not enjoy the episode at all. I tried. I was just still confused. I'm still confused. When I watched this on Sunday, I'm still confused. And it's Wednesday. Next episode is episode 10, Face the Raven. And from the promos, they're making it seem like it's Clara's last episode. But you know how they like to trick us. So, this was not a two-parter. They talked about doing a two-parter. And apparently, this episode was so well received that they've already asked Mark to write a follow-up to it. And I'm like, really? Maybe y'all can help me. If you watched it, can you help me? Because I am very confused. Like, what happened? I mean, like, they just left in the TARDIS, and, like, what happened? Did the sleep dust, like, take over all the worlds and, like, kill everybody, and so now the sleep dust monsters are all that's left in the 37th century?
That was the 38th century.
Oh, the 38th century, too. I don't understand. I'm confused. Damaris, tell us about Night Vale.
Okay.
Which I will be more confused about.
Okay. So, welcome to Night Vale, episode 78. And it's called Cooking Stuff, Thanksgiving Special.
Okay.
So it's Thanksgiving Special. Or, as I like to call it, I love Earl Harlan. I'll get to that in a second.
Okay.
But in Josephine's introduction, he said, "We all know what's coming up in just over a month." That's right. Winter Halloween.
What?
Christmas.
Why is he calling it Winter Halloween?
Because they really like Halloween.
Okay.
Okay. And Earl Harlan is voiced by someone from Star Trek. Can you guess who? I've told you before. Someone from the Next Generation.
Data?
No.
Geordi?
No.
Riker?
No.
Picard?
No.
Troy?
Has really good fashion.
Worf?
No. No. Think younger.
Crusher?
Yeah.
Wesley Crusher.
Yeah, Will Wheaton.
Who has horrible fashion. I was like, I couldn't think. I wasn't thinking like, I was thinking one of like the main crew when you said that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And so, yeah, through the whole episode, Earl Harlan, who is a sous chef at Tourniquet. That's the name of the restaurant.
Why would you name a restaurant Tourniquet?
I don't know, ask Earl Harlan. So through the whole episode, they're talking about cooking stuff for Thanksgiving, so turkey and cranberries, mashed potatoes and stuff, and in between is normal other stuff. So Cecil says he's talking about the trial of Hiram McDaniel's literal 5-headed dragon. And he says, everyone knows that justice is less about what the law says, and more about how everyone feels about it. And then he was talking about stuff that people do on Thanksgiving, and he was talking about football. And he said that neither he nor Carlos had ever heard of football, let alone its Byzantine laws and restrictions on dancing.
What restrictions on dancing?
Ask Cecil and Carlos.
Okay.
And then they're cooking the turkey in the oven. And Cecil says it's cooking right now, low and slow, at 675 degrees. And he can't wait to taste it.
More like burned and crisp.
And then later the oven catches on fire. But
of course.
It's okay, because only when the oven catches on fire that you know that your turkey is ready.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. And there's a brochure from the Night Vale Parks Department that says, bears want hugs.
Of course, everybody wants hugs.
Yeah, just go and hug the bears.
Okay.
But Earl is just like, what a weird brochure. Bears are dangerous animals, Cecil. No one should ever hug. And Cecil just like, let's not argue, Earl. And then Earl's secret spice mix. Do you want to know Earl's secret spice mix?
Sure.
He just added a bit more salt tad more pepper. That's his secret spice mix, which Cecil has already forgotten.
Okay.
And then Deb, the sentient patch of haze, came back and is talking to us about corn. And how weed
as one does.
and corn are both products of a free market and overpopulation.
Okay.
And then when they finally get to taste the turkey, Cecil's tasting the turkey and he's like, so, okay, and I was just like, that's so nice of you to say, Cecil.
Because it's burned to a crisp. And that was Welcome to Night Vale, episode 78.
So nice of him to say.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about Night Vale?
No.
All right. Let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time to talk about our September, October, November autistic autumnal cal. Yes.
It runs through the end of November. It's for projects that you started September 1st or later, no whips, and finish by the end of November, which is in about 2 weeks, that you can convince us is related to autumn. Knit, crochet, woven, or spun.
Mm-hmm.
And how do they do it to autumn?
What?
What's the caveat for autumn?
Caveat.
If they can't
Fall back.
Yeah, caveat. If they can't think of...
That caveat was exception.
If they can't think of something to relate it to autumn.
You made it in the autumn.
That's right. We've got prizes. They're up on the screen right now. Thank you so much to our sponsors. Damaris, they can't see you moving your hands. The prizes are on the screen.
I know.
So thank you so much to our sponsors. We appreciate you guys. You have to post your picture in the FO thread in the group. You must be a member of our Ravelry group to participate. Every project counts as one entry, and we'll lock the thread the morning of December 1st and announce the winners of the prizes on the following podcast. And you'll have 30 days to claim your prize, or you forfeit it. You forfeit it, that too. Mare, why don't you tell us who finished projects this week?
Okay. A1 Darwin, A Bingham, Andy ×2, Angie's Hip ×2, Bead Weasel, C Bogovic, Crochet Chick 31, Eileen D, Ellie 15, Fjord Lord, Francis NOJD
Fjord Lord had 4.
Oh yeah, Fjord Lord ×4, Francis NOJD ×8, Gerlin Knots, Give Me Cat? Yes. Indeed.
Give me a cat. Yes.
Hazy Summers ×3, Knit 1 Brew 2, Knitosaurus, Knitting Mama 79 ×5, KPM CQS, Little Angel SG2, L Patrick 99, MLA Love 1718, Mystery Sower, Nana PEI ×4, Opera Joe ×2, Phoenix Fire ×3, Piper's Mom, Princess Bumps ×21, Rebecca Z 22, Rion Lane, Rue CMC ×2, SF Chick ×2, SOE Dragon, Twisting Pearls, and Vegan Jilly.
Great job, everybody. So finish up those projects and get them posted, and start thinking about the winter cal. We will talk about it. Do we have 2 more episodes in November, or just 1?
Good question.
Oh, calendar, why don't you please give us your wisdom and tell us? No, only 1, so we will talk about the winter cal starting next week.
Okay.
Because today is the 18th. Yeah, next week. We will talk about the winter cal. And we have some lovely prizes for that. So, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
That's right. So what's this week's question, Mare?
This week's question comes from Catherine, who is Kaka0699 from Texas. It says, Hi, Cece.
Hi.
I was just thinking about how my mom's joints hurt whenever she has soy. When I thought about you. If I remember correctly, you're already gluten-free, but have you ever tried going soy-free?
I am gluten-free probably about 90% of the time. The last few weeks, I have been completely gluten-free. Ever since the retreat got over. Yep. I try to be gluten-free, but sometimes it sneaks in. I don't have celiac. I just have an intolerance to it. So, I have not tried going soy-free. I did go casein-free for a while, which was disgusting. For me anyway.
No, for us too. We had to eat the cheese.
No, you had your own cheese. But you tried it, but it was gross.
I think for a while all that we bought was the casein-free cheese. If I'm remembering correctly.
You're not.
You're sure?
Yes. Because I would not subject you to that because it was awful. So casein is something that's in dairy, and so we had to get dairy-free cheese.
Oh, the soy milk is good.
And yeah, almond milk is really good. But no, I have not tried going soy-free. So I will look into that. Thanks for the suggestion. I think that's it for that, right? Mm-hmm. So if somebody has a question, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
That's right. All right, on to the review.
Now it's time for a review and giveaway.
That's right. So, the author of this book is Lars Rains, and I know him, disclosure, I know him through the Starship program that I'm a part of. Tara Swiger runs this, and it's for creative business people. And so I met Lars through that, and he gifted us a copy of his new book, and also donated a copy for y'all to win, for one of y'all to win. I don't remember how I said it last time. We're not obligated to give a good review. We are just going to be honest about what we think. It's a good review anyway because it's a really good book. But just letting you know that, okay? So the name of his book is Modern. Is it Lopi or Lopi?
I would say Lopi.
Lopi. New approaches to an Icelandic classic. So, his book is available in hardcover, paperback, or ebook. It's available through Ravelry for the ebook version, or if you want softcover or hardcover, you'll need to go to his website, and I've linked all that in the show notes. So I love that he starts with a photographic index, because that way you see everything. The photography in this is gorgeous. He starts with a really interesting introduction about Icelandic knitting and about the yarns and about his yarn and knitting journey. And yeah, we're going to probably butcher the names of these patterns, just FYI. Do you want to try to say that one?
It's asymptote.
Asymptote, okay.
Yeah, it's in trigonometry.
Oh, good. Analytic geometry. So this is a jumper. And so in geometry, how do you say it?
Asymptote.
That is a function in say it again.
Asymptote.
Of a function is an imaginary line towards which the function gets closer but never reaches infinity. And so it's a traditional Icelandic pullover with a yoke design with vertical movement. So he did both a men's and a women's version of this, which is really cool. I'm trying to see if there's... Okay, there's a good picture of it. That's the men's version. And here's the woman's version. I really like that one. I think it's really cute.
Yeah.
You could do so much fun stuff with it, different colors and everything.
I like how chunky all the sweaters are.
Oh, I know. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So that's the first pattern, and he does really great, there we go, diagrams with all the measurements. I really, really like that as part of it. The next one is called Clapping Music, and it's inspired by a song by Steve Reich, and it's two performers. They begin by clapping the same rhythmic pattern in unison, and one part remains fixed throughout the entire performance, and the other part shifts forward by one beat at regular intervals until both parts are once again in unison with each other. As a music person, oh my gosh, I just loved it. How cool is this hat? I totally would make this. There, I was looking for that. Oh, I didn't say that at the beginning of the other patterns. Hold on. So the sweater that we just talked about is knit with. Okay, I think all of the yarns in the book are from the Iztec line, and this is the Letlapi one, which is 100 meters to 50 grams. And it comes in, for the men's one, comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes. And it's knit on US 8's 5mm needles. And the women's one is knit with the same yarn, same needles, and it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizes as well. Okay, then back to the hat. Oh, and I was going to say, the charts are very well done. For the color work. So the hat is knit with the same yarn as the sweater on US 6 4mm needles and US 8's 5mm needles, and it's made in 3 sizes. I think it would look really cool with a pom-pom on top. So I might actually make that because it's really cool. And that was inside out. He really likes that one inside out. Next is it Gimli?
Yeah.
It's a town in Manitoba.
And it's also the name of one of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings.
Yes, it is. And it's an annual Icelandic festival is held there. And I love this sweater.
I like how he just has a trombone.
Yeah. Well, he's got a degree in music. Did you read that part of it?
No.
I love how the color work continues down into the sleeves past the yoke. I think that's really, really cool. This is knit with another one, Alafaslapi, from the Iztec yarn. It's 100 meters to 100 gram skein. And it's knit with US 10 6mm and US 8 5mm needles. And it comes in 6 sizes. That would knit up really fast on 6 and 5mm needles. Let's see. There's another picture of it. I really, really like that one. Next up is Hildur. Is it Hildur? So it's paying tribute to the Queen of the Elves. And this is, I think every pattern in here I would love to make because they are just all so beautiful. This one is knit with the same yarn as the last thing. Also in 6 sizes on US 9's 5.5mm needles. I love the sleeve detail on that one. With the colors in between in the ribbing. That's really cool. And I love the rolled neckline. Runter. It's the infamous bar crawl that takes place in Reykjavik on weekends.
Infamous.
Okay, so this cracked me up. The description, I just have to read this part to you. The concept behind this pullover is that you started it at the beginning of the night when you were sober. You still had the ability to focus on such details as corrugated ribbing and offset pattern repeats. As you made your way from stop to stop on the bar crawl, however... Barn crawl, yep, that too. You became progressively tipsy. Apparently, I'm that way reading it. When it came time to connect the body and sleeves to form the yoke, you were completely drunk and you put everything together inside out. You used the wrong background color on the pattern repeat at the beginning of the yoke. By the time the sun rose the next morning, as you finished the yoke, you had given up on any attempts at corrugated ribbing at the neck.
Who finishes a sweater in one night?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. But, oh my gosh, I love the concept. It's really cool. This is knit with same yarn as we were talking about in 6 sizes, US 10 6mm and US 8 5mm needles. So there is the inside out part. Oops, made it big. It cracks me up. It's so funny. I love the concept behind it. That's so fun. You want to try that one? Katla. It's a volcano.
Ooh.
And he chose it because it's easier to pronounce than these other volcanoes. Do you want to try to say them?
No.
That's what I thought. I think this is my favorite sweater in the whole book. Look at this.
It's so big and chunky.
I love the chunky and the cables and the neck and the sleeves. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is knit with the same yarn as we've been talking about. It's in 4 sizes. And it's on US 10 6mm and US 8 5mm needles. Oh, I love the pink one. Look, he did it in pink.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Of course, I like the pink one. Yeah, there's another really good picture of it. Love it, love it, love it. I think this is my favorite. It's so beautiful. All right, you want to try that one?
Hornstrandir.
It's a nature reserve located on the northernmost part of Iceland's Westfjords Peninsula. So it's this scarf. So what he says about this is he wanted a pattern. So he visited there a couple summers ago, and he would often sit on the jagged rocks that form the town's seawall. And the view from that point captured his experiences in Iceland perfectly. So the design's an attempt to recreate the view, first by employing a recursive basket weave stitch pattern to portray the choppy waves, and then by using a contrasting gray yarn to represent the rocky cliffs. This is knit with Istek Bulky Loppy. It's 60 meters to 100 grams, and it's knit with US 13's 9mm needles, and it's just one size. It's a scarf. Ooh, what happened? Okay. And then next up is Winter Blueberries. Look, I can actually say that one.
Mm-hmm.
Winter Blueberries. It started as a simple experiment to see what a picot cast on would look like in bulky yarn. And this is what happened. This gorgeous, gorgeous chunky shawl. It is done in the same yarn as the last one, US 13's 9mm needles, and one size. I think I touched the page. There we go. Big and cozy around her. And so there's a picture of the scarf and the shawl together. Beautiful. Westfjords. So this makes use of gradient stripes to reflect the subtle changes in the color of the fjord. Beautiful hat. I think I would do a pom-pom on top of this one too, but pom-poms are CC. This is done in Icetech Einband, which is 250 meters to 50 grams. It's 3 sizes, and it's done on US 2's 2.75mm needles. So there it is from the back. Yeah, I would top that baby with a pom-pom. That could be, it could be really fun though to use up like some leftover yarn, because it's 4 different colors, but you're not going to use the whole skeins on any of them.
Yeah.
So there's another picture of it. Love that one. That one's really fun.
Monsima.
So this was his mother's middle name, and she passed away while he was working on this book. He said, I had intended for this pullover to be a cropped all-over Fair Isle design with striped 3/4 sleeves. Just as he got to the yoke divide, his mother passed away peacefully after a long illness. All he could do at this point was knit one round after another in a single color, or as I called it at the time, my stockinette of grief. Whenever I look at this sweater now, though, it reminds me of his mother and how proud she was of him that he was writing a book of his own. It's knit double-stranded, and it's gorgeous, stunning. It's knit with the one we were just talking about, Einband, 250 meters to 50 grams, 6 sizes, US 6 4mm needles, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 colors. Let's find another picture of it because it's just stunning. There we go. Look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous detail. And then there's a men's version. So was that one the women's version? I was looking at. Yeah, women's version, and then the men's version Um, it's with different measurements and such. There's another picture of it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then he ends with abbreviations and amazing discussion of some of the special techniques with really great instructions. The Channel Island cast on, Estonian lace bind off, Icelandic bind off, Japanese surprisingly stretchy bind off, Kitchener stitch, knitted cast on, knit one front and back, make ones, picot cast on, provisional cast on, short row shaping using yarn overs, and yarn dominance. So that was Modern Lopi. There's the back cover. So thank you so much to Lars for sharing his book with us. It was stunning. I think I could knit almost everything in there. I would like to, because it's just so beautiful. Again, the links are in the show notes for you to find the website if you'd like to purchase a softcover or hardcover copy, and also the Ravelry links. And they have, like I said, he gave us a copy of the ebook to gift to one of you. And so what we want you to do is look through the patterns on Ravelry that are included in the book, and then go to the thread in our Ravelry group and tell us which pattern is your favorite. And we'll keep the giveaway open until we record episode 169. And then we'll close it and announce the winner. You must be a member of our Ravelry group to participate, and you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. So once again, that was Modern Lopi by Lars Rain. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
There is no sound on time-lapse.
I know. All right, we're to the end of the show. We almost recorded at the end of the show in time-lapse. Oops, that would not have worked. So, we have a bunch of announcements. So just a reminder that the Indie Design Gift-Along is starting tomorrow, which if you're watching this, the day the episode came out is today. Thursday the 19th of November at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and it runs through Friday the 27th of November at midnight U.S. Eastern Time. And there's something like 300 designers that are participating, and they are, including me, I am discounting 19 of my patterns, but between 5 and 20 of each of the designers' patterns are being discounted 25% for this event. You use the coupon code GIFTALONG2015. There is a Ravelry group that has all the details, and then once the once the thing starts tomorrow, there's a 6-week long knit along, crochet along of holiday gifts made from the patterns designed by the designers, with lots of prizes, and they're also doing lots of fun little things, trivia things in the group and everything. So you should definitely check that out, because it's a really good chance to get lots of different patterns for 25% off. Just a reminder that the Esther Bell shawl giveaway that we are doing, I totally just blanked on her name, from the Fiber Town podcast. Emily from the Fiber Town podcast designed this shawl, and we reviewed it for y'all last week. If you would like to win a copy of the pattern, go to the thread in our Ravelry group and tell us what yarn you would use to make it, and we will announce the winner of that next week. Any other announcements before we talk about stuff? Okay. We have set up a Patreon account. We've been asked about it a little bit, and so we thought we would do this. We will start by saying that nothing is going to change for the podcast, whether you donate money to us or not. The podcast is still going to come out every week, still with everything. We've just put some, if people donate to our Patreon account, there's several different goodies that they will earn, from postcards from Scotland to a virtual knit night with you and I, to drawings for yarn and patterns, coupon codes, etc. So if this is something you're interested in doing, the link is in the show notes, patreon.com/geekygirlsknit. And what we're hoping to do, if we're able to raise any money, with Patreon doing this is make the podcast better with some more up-to-date technology, better camera, studio lighting. There's the possibility that, Damaris is going to be finishing high school in not very long, and if she chooses to go to university farther away from us than is for us to be able to record together in person every week, we would need to make sure we both have computer systems that allow us to do that. So, so we're just wanting to make the podcast better for y'all. So if it's something you're interested in, we'd be very grateful. But like I just said, nothing's going to change podcast wise. You are still going to receive a podcast every week, regardless of if you donate or not. So, thanks in advance to anyone that would like to help us out in that way. And in addition to that, we still remain Amazon.com and .co.uk affiliates. So if you're shopping there, you can click through the link on our website, and Amazon gives us a little money back based on what you purchase. And that is used to help pay for prizes and shipping and badges and all kinds of stuff like that. So, and we love you guys, and we appreciate your support. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't keep doing this every week. The community we've built, the people we've met, it's been an amazing 3+ years, and we hope to continue recording for many more. I think that's it. Mary, why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsnet.com. There are links to everywhere else we're online: YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. So with that, we will tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your week, and lots of exclamation points, because they're fun. Happy knitting. Bye.
Bye.
OMG!
I didn't understand what was going on.
OMG!
I didn't know why she was doing this.
She came on the screen and I was like, oh my gosh! So while I go, oh my gosh, oh no, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, she does the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.